shadows move across the borders, whispers rising in the air. Every town begins to tremble, every prayer becomes a fear. Mothers close the windows tightly, fathers count the days ahead. Children learn the sound of silence, like a warning left unsaid. But somewhere in the quiet, a melody survives, a fragile little heartbeat in a world that's losing light. I hear it in the distance, I feel it in my hands, a song that keeps me breathing when the world makes its demands. Before the world catches fire, before the night turns to stone, hold on to the sound of tomorrow. Hold on to the life we have known. For music is the lantern in a time that's growing dire, before the world catches fire. Footsteps echo on the pavement, letters sealed with trembling ink. Every choice becomes a burden, every heartbeat makes us think. If destiny is calling, let it call me through a song. If I must walk through darkness, let the music lead me on. Before the world catches fire, before the sky starts to fall, hold on to the sound of tomorrow. Hold on to the hope in a soul. For even in the shadows, a single note climbs higher. Before the world catches fire. It's just a quiet morning, the sunlight on the floor, a kettle softly singing like 100 times before. But something in the stillness feels colder than the air. A shadow on the doorstep, a presence standing there. A knock that breaks the silence, a tremor in my chest, a uniformed reminder of a world that's so distressed. He hands me folded paper, his eyes avoid my own, as if he knows the moment will turn my heart to stone. My fingers shake while opening the fate I never chose, a life that's been rewritten by a line of printed prose. The letter says, report yourself. The letter says, obey. The letter steals the music that I dreamed of every day. The world demands a soldier, but I was born to play. Yet the letter says tomorrow you will march and go away. I stare at all the phrases, the ink that seals my fate, a future made of orders and a past I can't recreate. My hands were meant for piano, not trembling with fear, but destiny is knocking and it's standing at my door right here. If only I could tear it, undo what's been declared, return to who I used to be before I was ensnared. But paper holds a power no melody can break, a single sheet of sorrow and a life at stake. The letter says, report yourself. The letter says, be brave, but bravery is fragile when you're marching to a grave. The world demands a soldier, but I was born to play. Still the letter whispers softly, you will leave at break of day. I had a life imagined, a quiet stage awaiting light, a world of notes and colors where the darkness turned to white.
But now the drums are calling and the world pulls at my hand, a future made of orders I can barely understand.
You speak of dreams so softly, like they're fragile in your chest. But how can I protect you when the world won't let you rest?
I see the fear you're hiding, I feel the tremble in your voice.
But love can't stop the marching when the world has made its choice. We stand here in the doorway of a life we never planned,
trying not to lose each other as the world takes your hand.
Dreams don't wear uniforms,
hearts don't march in lines.
Love can't fight a nation,
but it's yours and it's mine.
hold me through the trembling
keeps us warm. I never asked for courage, I never asked for war. My hands were made for music, not the weight of what's in store.
But if the world demands me, if I must walk away,
then promise you'll remember who I was before today.
I'll hold your dreams inside me,
I'll guard them like a flame.
but every step you're taking
Feels like tearing at my name. I wanna beg you, stay here.
I wanna scream, don't go!
But love is not a prison, even when it hurts us so. If destiny is written, then let our hearts remain a melody unbroken through the sorrow and the strain. Dreams don't wear uniforms, hearts don't march in lines.
Love can't stop the thunder.
But it's yours and it's mine.
Hold me till the morning.
Hold me through the fear.
Dreams
Don't wear uniforms, but love keeps you
The platform feels so endless, like the world is standing still. Your shadow leans beside me as the morning cuts its chill.
I try to hold the silence, but it trembles in my chest.
How do I say I love you
When the world denies us rest?
The whistle in the distance feels like tearing at my name. I never asked for courage, but I'm leaving all the same.
Your hand is warm and shaking, your eyes refuse to fall.
If love could stop the marching, I would never go at all.
We stand here on the edge of time, a breath before goodbye,
trying not to break apart
before the train arrives.
Don't let go,
Not yet, not now.
hold me through the fear.
If the world demands a soldier, let me still be yours right here.
Dreams may fade in uniforms, but love won't disappear.
Don't let go, not yet, not now. Stay close, stay near. I wanna beg you, stay here. I wanna scream, don't leave.
But love is not a prison,
Even when our hearts can't breathe.
so take this final moment
Take the memory of my face,
and promise when the darkness comes,
you'll hold me in that place. If music is my refuge, then your love is my refrain.
I'll carry it like armor through the thunder remember I was yours before
the dawn of this dark day.
The train is getting closer.
Oh, the rails begin to sing
A song of forced departure.
a cold and heavy ring.
But even as it pulls me
Toward a life I never chose,
our melody
will follow everywhere the soldier goes.
don't let go, not yet, not now.
Hold me through the fear.
If the world demands a soldier,
Let me still be yours right here.
dreams may fade in uniforms.
But love won't disappear.
Don't let go.
Not yet, not now. Stay close. Stay near. The train is here. The train is here.
Mud beneath my footsteps, smoke above my breath. The world has turned to shadows, and the air is thick with death. I walk through broken silence, through echoes of the past. A life I used to dream of feels 1,000 miles too vast. My hands were made for music, for gentle, fragile art. But now they shake with terror as the war pulls me apart. I try to hear a memory, a melody I knew, but every note is trembling, like it's frightened of the truth. If courage is a story that soldiers learn to tell, then I am just a pianist who never wore it well. Mud, smoke, silence, but the music keeps me whole. If the world forgets my name, let the notes remember my soul. Mud, smoke, silence, and the fear I cannot hide. But the song inside my heartbeat is the place I stay is cold and endless, the sky a wounded gray. I wonder if she's waiting, if she hopes I'll find my way. I whisper to the darkness, though no one hears me speak, a prayer that I'll remember who I was before this week. If I could find a piano, if I could touch a key, I'd play the world I long for, the man I used to be. But silence is my prison, and fear my only guide. Still music keeps on burning somewhere deep inside. makes me whole. If the world forgets my name, let the notes remember my soul. Mud, smoke, silence, and the tears I cannot show. But the song inside my heartbeat is the only home I know. I thought the night was empty, just the darkness and the cold, a world of broken shadows and a heart that felt too old. But then a sound awakened, something buried deep inside, a fragile note of beauty in a place where hope had died. I didn't hear you enter, I was hiding from the fear. This oboe is my shelter when the world won't let me hear. I play to keep from breaking, I play to stay alive, a single trembling whisper in a place no dreams survive. We stand in silent wonder, two strangers in the night, but music knows no borders, and fear dissolves in light. A fragile note between us, a truth we can't deny. We're more than uniforms and flags, we're souls that long to fly. A fragile note between us, a bridge across the war, a sound that says I see you, a voice that asks for more. Your melody is aching, like a memory of home. It cuts through all the violence, like a soft, forgiving tone. I never thought a stranger could feel so much like me, a prisoner of duty who just wants to be free. I dreamed of concert stages, of orchestras and lights, not hiding in the rubble of a never-ending night. But when I heard you breathing, I knew you weren't my foe, just someone else who's dying for a life you'll never know. Then let this moment be a quiet revolution between your heart and me. A fragile note between us, a truth we can't deny. We're more than what they made us, we're more than reasons why. A fragile note between us, a spark against the cold, a promise in the darkness that our stories won't be sold. A fragile note, and suddenly we're not alone. When I heard your fragile melody, it felt like coming home. A single note of mercy in a world I walk alone. I never thought a stranger could echo what I feel. A dream that once was broken, now sounding something real. I've played inside the shadows, afraid of being found. A soldier with an oboe is a crime on battlegrounds. But when I heard you breathing, I knew you weren't my foe, just someone else who's dying for a life you'll never know. Two hearts in the ruins, two souls out of place, but music is a language that no war can erase. We were meant for music, not for marching into fire. We were meant for harmony, for something higher. Let the world keep fighting, let the darkness take its aim. We were meant for music, not for war, and not for blame. If we survive tomorrow, if dawn still finds our names, I'll write a piece for oboe, for your voice inside the flames. A song that holds our story, a truth the world denied. Two men who found each other on the wrong and deadly side. And I will play beside you, no matter what they say. For music is our freedom when the world takes it away. If fate allows a future, if peace will let us be, then every note we're writing will set our spirits free. Let the cannons thunder, let the night grow cold. A melody is braver than the lies we've been told. We were meant for music, not for uniforms or fear. We were meant for harmony, a truth that's ringing clear. If tomorrow breaks us, let this moment still remain. We were meant for music, and that will never change. We were meant for music. The night is breaking open, the sky is burning red. The cannons shake the mountains, the ground becomes the dead. We march through smoke and thunder, through shadows sharp as knives. A world that's torn asunder by the cost of human lives. storm of violence, I hear a different sound, a fragile breath of music that trembles through the ground, a melody of mercy, a whisper in the din. The world outside is ending, but something new begins. I play to fight the darkness, I play to stay alive. A single note of courage in a place no dreams survive. But when I hear you near me, the fear begins to fade. Two strangers in the ruins where a quiet bond is made. The world is full of fire, but still we dare to stand. Two souls against an army, two hearts without command. The world is ending, but we begin. A spark of hope beneath the din. A fragile song, a trembling start, a melody that guards the hearts. The world is ending, but we remain. A quiet truth against the pain. If everything around us falls, our music still will answer calls. We march because they tell us, we fight because we must. But every step grows heavier with every broken trust. The night devours the daylight turns to dust. A world that keeps on dying in the name of what they trust. Let the cannons thunder, let the shadows rise. Music is our refuge when the world around us dies. Let the darkness gather, let the night begin. We hold a flame inside us that no war will ever shaking, trembling, the shadows start to rise. A storm of fear is gathering beneath the broken skies. The world is turning over, the darkness drawing near. A final spark of chaos before the end is here. Between the ruins, your breath is at my side. You say just keep on moving, but your voice is cracked with fright. I hear the world collapsing, I feel the cold inside. A truth we never wanted, a fate we can't outride. Don't stop, don't look behind you, just trust the path we take. If dawn can find us living, we'll play till hearts awake. But if the night grows louder, if shadows block the way, remember what we started, remember yesterday. Two souls against the darkness, two hearts that dare to dream. But dreams are fragile lanterns in a world that splits at the seam. The last fire's burning, the night is closing in. We hold to one another as the world begins to spin. The last fire's burning, a truth we can't ignore. If this is where it ends for us, let music live once more. I hear your breath grow shallow, I feel your steps grow weak. You try to smile beside me, but no words cross your cheek. You fall against my shoulder, your weight a sudden plea, a silent aching question. Will you remember me? Play for me tomorrow, play for who I was. Let every note be honest, let every silence pause. If I can't walk beside you, if I must fade tonight, then carry all our music into the morning light. No, don't you leave me standing, don't fade into the cold. We had a world to build here, a story to unfold. But life is cruel and fleeting, and time is never kind. It steals the ones we cherish and leaves their song behind. The last fire's burning, your heartbeat slips away, but I will hold your melody beyond this dying day. The last fire's burning, but I will rise again, and every note I ever play will speak your name. I'll play for two from now The road back home is quiet, too quiet for my mind. houses look familiar, but the warmth is hard to find.
I stand before the doorway, a stranger at the frame, a man who left with music but returns without a name.
Your eyes are filled with shadows,
Your voice is barely there.
I reach for you in silence,
But you flinch like I'm the air.
I waited through the darkness,
I prayed through every night,
but now you stand before me
like a ghost without its light.
We try to bridge the distance,
But something's in between.
a world that kept on turning while you live the in-between.
Nothing fits anymore,
Not the laughter, not the door,
not the way we used to hold.
all the dreams we had before.
Nothing fits anymore.
Not the rhythm, not the floor,
You came back from the darkness,
but you're not
the man I knew before.
I wanna say I'm sorry,
I wanna say I'm here.
but every time I try to speak,
The past is all I hear.
a melody is missing,
A voice I can't replace.
a friend who played beside me.
In a world we couldn't face, you whisper in the shadows,
You tremble in your sleep,
you call a name I don't know.
a promise you can't keep,
I try to hold your heartbeat,
but it's drifting far from mine.
a song that once was simple, now lost between the lines.
I wish that I could tell you
Why I can't be the same,
why every note inside me
still carries someone's name.
he played with fragile courage,
He stood where I survived,
and now I breathe his memory.
just to feel alive. Nothing fits anymore, not the silence, not the floor.
But maybe in the breaking,
We can find a little more. Nothing fits anymore, but love is worth the war.
so hold me through the trembling.
Till I learn who I am once more. I'm home, but not whole.
I sit before the piano, my hands still learning how to touch the world with gentleness after everything till now. The keys feel cold and distant, but something calls to me, a melody remembered from a friend I couldn't free.
You tremble as you're playing, but the music starts to rise, a fragile spark returning to the shadows in your eyes. hear the pain you carry, I hear the love you keep. A song for someone missing, a promise you still speak.
The world has taken pieces, but not the heart you give.
For even in the breaking, there's a part that learns to live. The music lives in me,
In every breath I take,
in every trembling memory,
in every choice I make.
the music lives in me,
In sorrow and in grace,
a voice that keeps on rising from a silent, sacred place.
I hear his oboe softly, not in sound but in my chest.
A whisper of the courage he carried till his rest.
And though the world is quieter
Without him by my side,
his melody is with me